The good, the bad and the ugly. The key roles within parental alienation. And this video is going to explore what those three main roles are, what part you play, and how do you step out of playing that role. So in any parental alienation case, they're all pretty similar. They all tend to follow this exact same process. There are the good, the bad and the ugly. The good, obviously, is the alienator or the narcissist or borderline personality. They will portray themselves as being the perfect parent. They can do no wrong. Any achievement that the child has made is down to them. Any good that goes on, any great parenting is all down to them. Which of course, in the classic pantomime, we need the bad guy, the one we can boo and we can hiss at. And that is the alienated parent. And equally and conversely, anything that's bad about the child, they get from the alienated parent. Any mistakes that the child made are because of the alienating parent. Any problems at all are because of the alienated parent. Throw into the mix the ugly, which is the enablers. And these are the guys who believe wholeheartedly everything and those roles. They believe in this pantomime portrayal of the good and the bad. And they will support the good. They put themselves on the side of the good because, well, who wants to go on the side of the bad? And so they become ugly in their motivations. They become ugly in their practices. And it creates this whole dynamic where the alienated parent is against two forces. They're fighting against both the ugly and against the good. And like I say, these are roles that have been set out by the alienating parent. We know that in truth, the bad is the alienating parent, but in terms of what's presented as this play, then those are the roles that are deemed. So how do you get out of that? How do you stop being portrayed about? And this is one of the hardest things, and this is where a lot of parents become unstuck, is because it's really hard actually to prove you're a good guy when every single person around you is saying that you're a bad guy. And to be honest, if you've been abused for a long time by this person, part of you believes that. Part of you believes that you're this awful person because you've been told it so many times. And so when you separate, when the relationship comes to an end and parental alienation really kicks in, you're not only fighting your own battles and your own demons around, am I really that person? You're trying to gain your own confidence and your self-esteem, but then you're being bashed and abused by proxy by these whole bunch of ugly enablers who jump on the bandwagon and claim that you are this awful person as well. So for me, one of the best ways for you to step out of that is to really do that work. Do that work on being very clear on who are you? What characteristics do you want to have? Because the narcissist or the borderline, the alienating parent has set out a bunch of characteristics. They've labelled you with all of these things: that you are hostile, that you're aggressive, that you're controlling, that you're manipulative, that you are abusive. And at times you can look like that, and that's just me being honest, because you're in a position where you're being attacked all the time. And sometimes the best form of attack that we know of is to attack back. And unfortunately, they bait us so well that they can send us a barrage of text telling us what an awful person we are, how we're terrible, how we're this, that and the other. But they wait until we're in public, and then they say one little thing that tips you over the edge. And so everyone in public sees that you are this person, and they tick box all of those characteristics. So for you to step away from that, you decide what you are. You decide who you are. You decide what your characteristics are. What do you want to be seen as? What do you really believe about you? Do you believe that you're kind? Do you believe that you're friendly? Do you believe that you're loving? Do you believe you're caring? Do you believe you're nurturing? And then you set about being those things all the time. Even when you're being attacked, think about those characteristics. And it's not easy, but with practice you can do it. And in doing so, you take yourself out of the drama. You take yourself out of that triangle. You step out of the bad guy role. And what's left? The good and the ugly. Well, then the good will turn. The good will turn on someone. We know that. We know that the alienating parent will turn on someone else. They have to have that victim. They have to have someone that they can blame. And so those two will fall into those roles and you step out of it. Like I said, I'm not for any second implying that this will be easy, but for self-preservation and also for the strength of your own case, in that you don't want to present as those behaviours. You don't want to present as being the person that the alienating parent has made you out to be. You want to show your true self, and your true self is all these characteristics that you've just decided that that's who you want to be. So focus on those, focus on being that person, and eventually in time people will start to see that, and more importantly your children will see that. Your children will see the truth, because the truth is always there, and the truth always comes out. It comes out through our behaviours, through how we make people feel. And so when you choose this whole new characteristics that you really are, as opposed to the ones you've been labelled with, then your children will see that. I hope you found that helpful. Please do like, comment and share the video, and don't forget to subscribe if you're watching this on my YouTube channel. Take care everyone. Bye bye.